It's another week and another brand new episode here on the Granny Panty Podcast. I'm your host, RubyLynne. Before you go too much further, definitely hit the subscribe button and the bell to get notified because you don't want to miss an episode. You just never know what we're going to be talking about here. This week's guest is very interesting. I actually sort of discovered him about a year ago on an episode of Soft White Underbelly, which is a YouTube channel that interviews people in all stages of life that might have an interesting story. So I'm excited today to kind of elaborate on some of the things I learned about him and also hear about anything new he's working on. So help me welcome Alex Jett. Alex, I'm so excited to have you on the Granny Panty Podcast this week. Thank you for being here.
I'm super excited to be here. This is great.
I am too. I discovered you, I don't know, a while back within the last year, and watched your Soft White Underbelly episode. And
sure.
Have to say, I know I told you this earlier, but I watched it and I was just like, I really like him. I want to be friends with him.
That's so sweet. No, that's so sweet of you. Yeah.
I learned a lot about you. I did rewatch it this morning because I was like, it's been a while since I saw it. I need to refresh my memory.
Oh, for sure. No, that's cool that you watched it even twice. Like, yeah, I was so proud of that because I always there's always like a wall put up in porn, you know, to like block like civilians from seeing what's behind it, and I think that really doesn't benefit performers or anything like it benefits like companies and agents, and so I wanted to go in there and just say like, hey, look, this is how mainstream porn actually is. Like, you know, you're joining an OnlyFans, starting an OnlyFans, you're not going to be rich. You know, you're probably not even going to make $1,000 a month. Like, I mean, you know, so
you definitely don't get rich. Yeah, that we'll come back to that. We'll circle back to that.
Definitely.
So that segment, I did like it because I felt like you gave a very good understanding of what it's like to be in this business. It's not all glam and glitz and cash all the time. And so, but yet you didn't, what am I trying to say? Bang the industry. Like you didn't, weren't like, so I appreciated that.
And to be totally, I love this industry. That's why I want people to know how it is, because I want the right people to come in so I can keep having a good time doing this. You know, I love my work. Like, so if other people who like doing this line of work can come in, and the people who wouldn't be happy can kind of, you know, stay out, I think that's, you know, great for everyone.
Yeah. So tell me, how did that come about? You mentioned that he texted you. I think his name's Mark, right?
Yeah, Mark Leda, yeah.
Did you know him in another realm? And
So I didn't actually. I was on. I don't know if you know the site FetLife.
Oh yeah, I've been on there for about 15 years.
Well, there you go, perfect. Well, so his assistant reached out and was like, "Hey, do you want to do this this interview with Mark?" And you know me, like some random account on FetLife messages me. I'm like, it's not like Mark Leda or anything like that. I'm like, clearly this. But I was like, all right, I'll you know go along with this, and so it was over the course of maybe about 2 months. It was a kind of like waiting for a reply, and then all of a sudden I get a text, and it's, hey Alex, this is Mark. Can you talk? And I'm like, oh yeah, sure. And I've seen his stuff, so immediately I call him up. And there's his voice. Like I'm like, oh, this is actually real, you know.
Very recognizable.
Exactly. And he's like, you want to come on and do it? And I'm like, that sounds awesome. So
yeah, that's very cool. I watch that show a lot because I guess I must be voyeuristic and I love people's stories. I'm a former social worker, so of course, you know, And so, yeah, that was really good. I enjoyed that.
Hell
But
yeah, hell yeah.
I'm excited to get to know you more today as
Sure.
well. I
Yeah.
mean, my number one question is, you mentioned your sports car, but you never tell us what it is. What is
Oh
it?
yeah, so I know,
What
like
is
that's
it?
yeah, so I have I bought it brand new, so that's another reason I've never owned like a new car in my life. But it's a 2021 Toyota Supra, and it's the
Oh,
A91 variant, which is one of 500
okay.
for the model year. So it's like it's immaculate, and my license plate. This is like I wish I said this to Mark too. My license plate is ALXJETT.
I
So
love that.
yeah, so like that's why when I rolled up, the first thing Mark said to me is he's like, "Oh, you got the custom vanity plates and everything." I'm like, "Hell yeah, I got it. I'm a
That's
porn star."
right. Well, I have a sports car too,
What do you
but I'm
have?
sure yours would beat mine.
I don't know about that. I mean, if it's tuned, I mean, mine's still stock.
I have a little 2016 Mercedes SLK
Okay,
300.
that's cool though. That's cool. Dude, I
It's
love Mercedes.
so me. So me.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, I think that's like I wish everyone in porn had a sports car because that's like that's the vibe.
Yeah, and it's red, so
Oh, okay, of
of
course,
course,
shocker.
convertible red.
Mine's black. I don't
There
know
you
if you can tell.
go!
I like
Oh my
black.
gosh, yeah. We've made that takes some great photos.
Oh, sure, sure. Yeah, exactly, right?
So, since that episode, how
Mhm.
have things been going? Did you get any, negative reactions from that from doing
Uh,
that?
no, I mean, overwhelmingly positive, and I was a little surprised because if you look at some of his sex worker interviews, they're
I
like,
know.
like rated far down. So I was a little bit curious: is people gonna like look at mine and be like, "Oh, this guy's like a lunatic" or something like that? But no, I sent it to my dad. My dad loved it. I sent it to my sister. She loved it.
Mhm,
Like
mhm,
all the feedback I hear from people is always good. No one really says anything negative
mhm.
about it. So that's another reason why I'm so proud of it because I feel like because I mean I live in front of a camera, but it's not like I'm media trained or anything like that.
Right,
So doing something like that, I was really anxious because it's like, what if I come off bad? You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
And so
right.
the fact that I didn't, I'm like, oh, I could do this all day now. Now I love it.
No, you came off where I was like, "I need to know him. I need to know who he is." Like,
Hell yeah.
I love this. How about, how has business been for you? Because I know one of the things you mentioned in that interview was that you really felt a year ago things were really going downhill, which
Hmm.
I can attest personally. For me, it was kind of fall of 23,
Yep.
is where I saw the big drop.
Hmm.
Um, and it didn't help. I lost my one of my two largest Instagram accounts.
Oh yeah, of course, of
But
course. Yeah, that's
how are you
man.
feeling a year later about the adult business?
So I mean, for myself personally, I feel fine. I'm secure.
Mhm.
I have two big companies, Bang.com and Nookies that basically take care of me.
Okay.
So I mean, I have certain quotas that I have to meet with
Mhm.
both companies.
Sure.
So I mean, that's like job security.
Yeah.
But holy like for women right now, and for people who aren't in production, honestly, I don't know how anyone is able to live in LA right now. To
Yeah.
be totally frank, because like if I was getting what I used to get paid, I would have to do like probably 7 or 8 scenes just to pay my rent. You know what I
Per
mean?
month?
Like per month. Yeah, and that's not factoring in car or other kind of transportation or food or eating out or anything like that.
Right.
So no, I mean like I'm speaking about male talent, but for female talent, God, like if you're working 5 scenes a month, you're in the top 90%, and that's like
Yeah.
you know 5 scenes is not a lot of scenes. It's not a lot of money,
No, it's like
So
one a week, basically.
yeah, if yeah, exactly. And so like some girls get tested for one scene and hope there's going to be more, and then there isn't. So then you already chop off the $230 or $400 if they're doing the monthly,
Right.
um, and off of like a 11 $1,200 rate, like
Right.
I mean, yeah, it's so I'm
It
more
adds up.
cynical. Yeah, I feel bad for anyone getting in right now into mainstream, especially in Los Angeles. I would say don't, because it's just so fucking now. Like I feel like things have to change because they can't just remain static like this forever. Um, because I mean, if no one's able to live here, the porn
Yeah.
industry will die pretty quick. Because if the producers can't shoot anybody because the companies aren't shooting anybody out here, no one's going to be able to pay their rent.
Yes, I agree that it's so expensive to live there. I
Mhm.
uh, am kind of trying to live there part time. I live in Portland, Oregon, and of course, this is not a porn hub whatsoever up
Right.
here. I am very lucky that my best friend lives in LA, so I get to stay with them a lot.
Perfect.
But yeah, I considered actually another producer director that I know who lives
Mhm.
in the Bay Area. We have talked about trying to find a studio and share a studio down there because we'd both be down there like part time.
That'd be
Holy
really cool.
moly. $2,000 and you don't get a parking spot. There's no
Mhm.
laundry. I mean, I don't know. I've
Yeah.
I haven't lived in an apartment for uh, 30, 25 years. So I'm like, well,
Sure. Oh, no doubt. And I mean, so just since COVID, I can say from my own anecdotal experience, what I've noticed is to rent anywhere, it's about twice as expensive as it was 5 years ago.
okay,
So that is, and LA was always known as an expensive place to
right.
live. Now it's like I don't know how people.
Yeah.
I have one friend in the industry who's renting a 2 bedroom, not it's like a townhouse, two
Okay.
bedroom, $3,200 a month.
Ooh.
$3,200 a month. Like you think about that, like on $1 million house,
Mhm.
like your payment might be around, $3,200 per month. Like and we're talking about a 2 bedroom. And I'm not
Right.
saying it's not nice, it's nice, but I'm
Yeah,
just saying it's not worth the money.
right.
It's not worth $3,200. Like
Yeah, and Portland's, rental rates are on par with LA,
oh sure.
actually. Yeah. So, that's
Yeah,
very
that's life
interesting.
life of a city, I mean, it's like
Yeah,
it sucks.
yeah. Well, even Las Vegas, I'm hearing the rents are
Mhm.
starting to increase there too. I know a lot of talent moved there.
Definitely. Well, that was the joke that all my Vegas friends have. Anytime someone asks you, "Is Vegas a nice place to live?" Terrible. Don't come here. Stay away. keep, keep the rent down.
That's right, that's right. And so you said you see the industry, um, because of the cost of living is maybe what's affected a lot of it too?
Yeah. Well, the cost of living and the less scenes being shot,
Okay.
it's like a two-pronged thing. Like you're making less and everything costs more,
Mhm. Right, right. Well, that's the
Even
world right now.
I know. Yeah, no kidding. Well, even the camera, like it's insane. It's I have a 3-year-old camera that at launch was $3,500, right? Like it's been at around like you can get it for 2,800 the past couple years because I
Mhm.
mean it's kind of old. It's up to $4,000 now.
Wow.
$4,000 for it. So up 500 off of a launch of a $500 camera. It's like, how do you even get into production? Because we
Right,
pay for
right.
our own stuff too. So like
Sure.
now the price of gear is up, the price of rent is up. Like owning a house is off the table. I don't know anyone who owns a house.
I
Like
can yeah, that's true. I have, 5 adult children, and,
Mhm.
luckily, they all, bought prior to COVID, I would say, because I
Yeah.
feel like after COVID, things really jumped up.
Oh, for sure.
So do you spend your time both behind and in front of the camera, correct?
Sort of. I mean, so not so much entirely behind. Behind is in like I the only thing you see from me is the waist down. you know. So I don't film other people very often.
Mhm.
There's just not a lot of companies that are like again like the amount of productions are way down. So for me, I was lucky that I was experienced in POV, so I can do that at my house.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm not like acting like I used to
Mhm.
in front of a camera, but I'm holding it and talking and stuff like that. So
Okay. Okay. Do you shoot at all any kind of either star in, I guess star in because you just said, behind the camera, you're not really shooting a lot, but starring in a more full-bodied cinematic scene. Are you doing any of that? Do you have any interest in that?
Well, so for my first, because I moved out here in 2018, and for my first like 3, 4 years, I
Mhm,
it was 2 years in when I became a producer, and then I probably worked in front of the camera for 3 years before going exclusively POV.
mhm.
Um, so, I mean, I guess the question is more like, would I want to get back to that?
Right.
And it's always something that I struggle with because like there is a nostalgia of like, oh man, I had such a good time like working, in the early days of my career
Mhm,
and
mhm.
meeting people and all that's fun. And then the cynicism of kind of having a falling out of love with the mainstream industry as a whole
Yeah,
and not really wanting to work for other people and
okay.
wanting to be my own boss, wanting to
Mhm,
shoot my own scenes. So I think if I was going to start to work in front of the camera
mhm.
again, I would literally have to be the director there too, and someone
Yeah,
else would be holding the camera, and I'd be telling them what I want done because, yeah, I can't go back to just being the talent.
that reminds me of the term "topping from the bottom."
Yeah, right. Hell yeah, I love it.
Oh gosh. So how many scenes a month are you shooting for?
Oh
You said
God,
Bang and Nookies are your 2 main.
yeah. So I would say so. Bang, I do 2 a month for them.
Okay.
And then Nookies, I usually shoot maybe like 2 to 3 for them, but I've been shooting a lot of hand jobs recently, and so
Oh,
I've
I
been
love
shooting four.
those.
Oh, dude, the hand jobs are so awesome. Like, it's so underrated too, because like everyone wants to see a blow job or whatever.
Right.
I'll take a hand job 100% of the time. I don't even want my dick sucked. I'll just jerk me off. This is nice. Like, you know.
I
Um.
there's a site called Edger. I think Edger, they have a Twitter.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Oh, I wanna be on there. Like,
Yeah.
I went to Vegas and shot for a week, and, um, my partner, I said, "I wanna shoot, like, a video like that," and
Oh,
so
for
I tried
sure.
my hand at, the OnlyFans style of it, but yeah,
Yeah.
I
No,
love
that's
that.
that's awesome.
I was
Um,
wondering for Bang what you were if it was also POV because I'm not familiar with every brand, every one of their sites and brands, so
oh, of course, of course. Yeah, yeah. So for Bang, it's all POV. The series I shoot is called Real Teens, which
oh,
is
Real
like,
Teens?
yeah, yeah. It's Bang
Oh,
exclamation mark Real Teens.
okay, okay.
That doesn't mean every single person I shoot is a teen. And my ex used to always say teen is really just a synonym for teeny. So it's like smaller girls basically. Um,
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then there's like a public aspect of that. So we do a little bit of public sex, and then we come back on my couch and do like a regular Gonzo POV scene.
That's nice. How
Yeah.
fun. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I wanna do one of those hand job ones because I happen to think I'm good.
No, I'm sure. I'm
I have a
sure. No,
lot of years of experience.
yeah, no. I mean, I would love to shoot you for nookies, like for real, like for a boy,
Yeah,
girl, and a hand job. Sometimes I shoot them back to back. So I mean,
yeah.
that would be cool if we can make it happen.
That would be fun. It would be an honor to shoot with and for you.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
And so, how about your own content? Do you shoot any kind of POV? Like, do you have an OnlyFans? What do you do any of that for yourself?
Well, so that's another thing where it's like I always get in my head that I'm going to do this really cool project and it's going to be
Mhm.
awesome. And then every time I start shooting it, I never make anything doing it. So then
Mhm.
it always kind of like fades away. Um,
Gotcha.
so I mean, I did have a concept for a thing. It was Hugh Cow POV. That's like
Oh yeah.
HUCO. Yeah, yeah. So
Hook
I
cow.
I shot I shot a good amount of those, but I I barely even broke even on it. And out
Yeah.
of 11 scenes, I've maybe made like 16, $1,700. So like
Okay.
that's, I mean, it's just not worth it. And like, so there's a part of me that's like, because I have so much free time, I'm only shooting like,
Mhm.
like, I don't know, 4 to 6 days a month. What
Uh-huh.
else can I do? Like maybe I should get back on it, but then I don't want the disappointment of putting my all into something and not making, at least a good amount of money, something back.
Right. Right. So, that leads me to another question about owning your own site like that
Mhm.
and the
Yeah.
kind of costs that come with it. Are there huge costs to owning a porn site like that?
I mean, for me, not so much because I was never
Okay.
partnered with anyone. I was just independent. So I
Mhm.
mean, I had the domain, and then I would make it go to my OnlyFans or my ManyVids.
Oh, okay,
So like
okay.
it was that kind of distribution.
Mhm.
Actually, it was funny because this is years and years ago when I first started being a producer. I shot content with Joanna Angel,
I
and
love
she
her.
told me, she's so she told me, she's like, do not, whatever you do, do not start a website. She had just sold Burning Angel. She's
Yeah,
like, the trend is going down in making money. And she said, if you partner with someone, they're taking 40% immediately. And that's not even factoring hosting costs and
right.
cost of production and all that. She said, you're not even gonna break even at all. Like everyone's gonna take a piece.
Mhm, mhm.
So yeah, she said, do OnlyFans. So I thought about that when I started the Hugh Cow thing. I was like, yeah, I'll just do an OnlyFans. And I mean, it's just, I don't know. If I had like a big brand behind me, like pushing it out and
Yeah.
stuff like that, maybe I'd do it. But I mean, even then, it's like you give up so much. Like, how would I make money? So
Yeah. I always say one of my biggest regrets was ever starting an OnlyFans because
mhm.
it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, for
so much
sure.
work. Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's so
We
much
got to
easier
talk
to
all
post on
day.
Yeah, it's so much
Yeah.
easier to post on clip sites, and I don't have there was a time where I had the subscribers that I could have hired someone to run it for me,
Oh,
um,
sure.
but I do it all myself, and so, yeah, I'm just like, "Why did I ever start it?" Because it still is, not by much, but it still is my largest income producer, so
Definitely. Yeah, well, I mean, that's like, that's where everyone is, and I mean, the thing that I think a lot of OnlyFans subscribers don't understand is you're only one person,
yeah.
and you have to shoot everything, you have to probably edit everything, you have to talk to the people, you have to promote the stuff. It's insane. It's beyond a full-time job, and then it's yeah, it's just so much, you know?
It is, and, I have a couple of my super fans who've been with me a long time that I've actually spent time with in person,
Oh, sure.
they've either been in my area, I've been in their area, whatever, and, many of them have said, "Oh my god, you've opened my eyes to what really goes on." Like, A, they used to think anybody with an OnlyFans was making bank,
Yep, yep.
and that you had all this free time and with them spending time around me seeing that it's a constant hustle. I have
Yeah.
hustle tattooed
Yeah,
on my
hell
wrist
yeah, that's
because
awesome.
if it's going to be, it's up to me, and that's somebody told me that once and it stuck with me. But yeah, they're shocked. And then also different things like telling them, they'll be like, "Oh, I love this, X, Y, and Z scene." And I'm like, "Yeah, he didn't come. That was a fake
Yeah,
cum shot." And they're like,
yeah.
"What?" And I'm like, "I know, I just ruined it for you, didn't I?"
Oh god. Dude, you're so right, and if people knew, I would say, like, all of my most popular scenes were some of the worst days of my career. And, like, so I know if I do a shitty job, I know it's gonna be an awesome scene. Like, how does that work? I don't even
I
know.
I agree because I shot a collab scene, a couple years ago, and I thought it went so bad, I to this day have never posted it. Well, my
Yeah.
co-star posted it right away on his paid X videos. That is
Mhm.
where my number 1 super fan bought that video,
Yep.
discovered me, and, you know, um, found me and has literally become my biggest fan, and it's just so funny because he's always like, "That was such a good scene," and I'm like,
Yeah,
I've never
you
even
you had
fucking
such
released
great
it."
chemistry, you worked so well to it's like, "Oh my god," like, if you only knew, like, that day, like, we blocked each other after that scene, like
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, but yeah, it was funny. So, yes, that part of it, um, letting people know it's not as glamorous as they think.
Exactly,
A
exactly. Yeah,
lot of
all you
weird
see is the final product, you don't know
That's true.
what went into it, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. What do you think's a common myth about, your job or what you do? Besides,
Um,
like we just talked about, they think you make a lot of money and it's easy. Yeah, what do you think's a big common myth when you meet people, you tell them what you do?
yeah, so I think the big thing is everyone thinks just watching porn that anyone can do it as like a male talent. And I mean not to toot my own horn or anything, but like you have to be the right amount of perfect in so many different ways in order to be male talent, because it's not just about having sex in front of people.
Yeah.
You also have to do angles that might be like a stress angle that'll be uncomfortable the entire time, so it's not pleasurable. And it's like if you think about having unpleasurable sex,
Yeah.
and you have to do that for 5 minutes, like your dick is going to go down. And it's not like just jerking off,
Right.
alone in front of your computer. So I think like the overwhelming thing that has destroyed more male talents careers than anything else is not being able to keep their dick hard. And no shade on them, because I've had my share of struggles, but yeah, I think that is and actually I will plug a friend's site real quick. If you've heard of
Yeah.
XXX Tryout, have you heard of
Oh,
that one?
yes. I just
Yeah.
became aware of that. I shot with Oliver Fays
Oh
when I
sure,
was
yeah, yep.
in Vegas, and he was talking about that.
Yeah, yeah. So that's like my friend is doing this now, and so these are guys that'll come on, and I mean it's gonna sound like I'm a spokesperson. I'm literally not getting paid. He's just a very good friend of mine.
Hey, that
Um,
makes it even more real because I hate those sponsored videos.
Oh, exactly, exactly. But no, so these guys will come out, and they literally are civilian guys who get tested at like TTS or Clear or CT, and then they go on and they literally do like a casting couch Gonzo scene, and it's like sink or swim. Like
Yeah.
it's you film for 30 minutes, and whatever footage they get is what they're posting. Like
Wow.
so, it's yeah, it's one of those things where it's like honestly, if people are thinking about doing that, I would say go to my friend's site, look at what he's posted, because like you'll have successes and you'll have fails, and I mean you'll see the real porn, not just like the sanitized version.
True. And, there's a direct connection to your dick and your brain too.
Yeah,
So, like, just, you know, thoughts or some fleeting thing, and it's like, meow.
definitely. Or you just wake up someday and like the almost all the scenes where I was going to do bad, I would wake up in the morning and I'm like, I'm not going to do a good job today. I already can tell. I'm just not feeling it. It's not
Mindset.
the female talent. It's not, you just wake up and it's like I just don't feel good to do my job today.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, there's some great angles, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I remember I shot and it was like an office thing and there was like cabinets and I had to like get my head under the cabinet to hold on because it was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and like for
What's
me
going on?
in that same vein is like for me my ultimate enemy are desks, like for my teacher scene, because
Yeah.
I'm just like 2 inches too short that I have to be on my tippy toes, and so it's a strained position for time. So my legs after those scenes are always really worn out.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Same. I always think that if I am not able to walk the next day, like if I'm not sore as hell, it wasn't a good shoot.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Oh my gosh. And so what do you think is probably the most important um, uh, personality trait or strength for being in this business? I mean, what do you look for when you're hiring models to shoot?
Right. Yeah, well, so I mean if I'm talking about male talent specifically here, I mean it's a funny dichotomy, because you have to have an ego in order to do the job. Like you do have to be comfortable, you have to be confident. But then there's like a level where if you go just a little too far,
Yeah.
then you're also going to fail, cuz no one's going to want to be around you, cuz you're, an egotistical prick.
Yeah.
So it's I feel like to be a good talent, like and or to be a good director or anything, you have to be as a male talent specifically, you have to be good at reading people. Like if you're not good at reading people, you're gonna have such a hard time, because there are so many like small cues that you have to get to do a good job,
Mhm.
that may or may not be verbal and spoken. So
Yeah.
yeah, and then for women, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like any girl can look good on camera if you have the right lighting and the right, you know, video work, like videography, the right photographer. I'd say just come prepared if you're going to be
Yeah.
female talent. Like being prepared is really important. Like if the call sheet says to bring outfit options,
Right.
like what you show up in is not an option. You need like 5 or 6 different things. You can't just like I'll have girls come to my set and it's uh like, oh, what'd you bring to wear? Like, oh, I'm wearing it. It's like, well, what else? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't think to bring anything else. Like, did you not read the call sheet? Like, then you're not prepared, you know?
Do you have a closet at your house with extra stuff just in case, like random?
You know, I should, but I just don't. I don't. I have an extra pair of shoes that sometimes girls get to wear if they have because I have small feet. I have a size 8 in men's, so
Yeah.
a lot of the time it'll fit, female talents.
That's
But
so great.
that's really my only backup thing.
That is funny. Who do you think, or tell me, not who do you think,
Sure,
but
sure.
who has been your most important mentor in this business or feel that was influential in your success? Because you've been very successful.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean that's a tough one. You know, a lot of my mentors actually aren't around anymore. You know, a lot of the people like, who taught me how to run camera and everything, like
Mhm.
he died. I don't know if you know Robbie D. Like he
I
was the one
didn't.
who yeah, he taught me all about lighting and set decoration. So you
Okay.
always see I follow his rules of keep things blank and then add pops of color. So
Okay.
like, if you look at obviously I have the blue lighting now, but without
Mhm.
that it's all white with just pops of blue here and there,
Okay.
so that Greg, who owns XXX Tryout,
Mhm.
um, just he has helped me out. So was my first agent. He got me into mainstream porn. I was just shooting content in Vegas, barely, not even barely. I wasn't paying my bills,
Yeah.
and he got me into mainstream. So he's definitely a huge part of my story.
Mhm. And he taught you how to use those cameras and angles and stuff?
Robbie D did, yeah.
Yeah.
Robbie D taught me that. I'd say like this is where I mentioned my parasocial relationship with Mike Adriano. I've never met him. He probably doesn't even know who the
Oh, that's cute.
yeah, yeah, but I love his work, and so a lot of the wide angles, the close ups, and everything that I like, a lot
Mhm.
of it is kind of like I'll say influence because stolen sounds better. It sounds worse. It was influenced by what he does.
I just met him this past summer, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully one day I meet him, but like I feel like I'm gonna weird him out because he's gonna be like, "Oh, who is this guy?" Like I don't even know who he is, and he knows all this stuff about me.
Yeah, right? Well, I think I don't know, it's pretty common to have somebody to look up to,
Oh,
in
sure,
the industry and look at their longevity and that kind of thing.
definitely.
So being your own boss, being a studio producer, director, how do you select like you're shooting your own POV, you're the star of your POV. How do you select
Right.
your female talent? Do
Um,
the studios tell you who they want or do you have free agent to kind of pick?
well, so it's a little 50-50 because the studios never they usually never tell me who to shoot.
Okay.
But I have to send for approval. So, like, part of my process is I go online, I look at the agency websites, I
Mhm.
see the girls that I think would be good for whatever scene I'm shooting, and then I send it to the company
Okay.
and wait to hear back. And they either say yes or no, or sometimes they don't even say yes or no. They just say find someone else. Um, so that's a lot of how I do it. I wish I had more autonomy. Where like sometimes I'll meet a girl and I'm like, oh, this girl is phenomenal. Like if I got a scene with her, it would be such a great scene. And the company's like, we don't really, yeah, just pass. It's like fuck.
Gotcha.
So I don't have a whole lot of control other than bringing people to the companies. That's
Mhm.
where my ability to book people ends.
So for people like myself who are
Mhm.
self-booking, I can't even get an agent. It's because I don't live in LA or Vegas, which okay. Um, so what do? You send them like Twitter links, Instagram links, links to like other scenes they've done, other studios? How does that work? I'm curious
Yes.
because I've always wondered being self-booking.
Oh, for sure. Well, I would say the hardest part about self-booking is even if you're a big person, you're not on those agency websites,
Right.
and I don't have like I don't shoot volume like I used to in the past where I'm shooting all the time.
Mhm.
Um, but when companies are doing that,
Mhm.
they don't have time to just look on Twitter and try and find people on there. You know,
Gotcha.
they're looking at all the agency websites, they're seeing who would work for the scene, and they're just booking there. They might be good friends with you, but you're not on their mind, and they got to do their bookings today. You know,
Yeah.
so they're sending other people. Um, but yeah, so that's when it comes to self booking, that's where
Mhm.
a lot of the problems come with.
Okay. Okay. What advice do you have for somebody like me that can't even get an agent to talk to them?
Okay, well, my advice to you would be, I think you can
Move
get
to
an
LA?
agent. No, I think you can get an agent. I think that there is an agent that would 100% represent you because you're someone who's in a category that is popular right now. You may not be in LA or Vegas, but like you're able to make trips already. I think you can find an agent. Is I think like there is someone who will take you and will represent you, and yeah, I mean, I think it is possible to find someone. Maybe you just haven't gotten the right introduction yet. You know, like I'll
There
give
you
you
go.
any agent you want to talk to. I'll give you their contact info. You know.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So, as we get ready to kind of close out, do you have any big projects you are working on or things coming up? Booking for November probably?
Yep. My November bookings, I got to do those. I just had electrolysis, so it's hard to get into the space of thinking about shooting when my penis is all ripped up. You know.
Oh, that sounds
But
painful.
it oh my god, it's I have you done electrolysis before?
No. No.
Yes. So they have the probe and they put it in the hair follicle, right? They zap it with electricity and then pull it out. And they do that to each individual hair. It's not like an area thing. It's
Oof.
one at a time. So I had it done on my dick for 2 hours. 2 hours it was there, one at a time, hair being zapped, hair being pulled. And
Ow.
yeah, it's all scabby and everything after. It's not that sexy looking right now.
Sounds like
um but
a
yeah, so
very
I got
intense
to
Brazilian.
yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, I mean the things we do for our job, like it's
True.
crazy. But
It's true.
so as far as my November scenes, I haven't done the bookings yet, but I'm gonna soon once I get a little
Good.
more healed.
Yeah.
And then projects like man, my life is on cruise control right now. It kind of has been for like 3 years. I'm not really doing anything that's like exciting or big. I'm just doing the same every month, my bang stuff, my nookies month stuff, which to be clear, I love doing,
Yeah.
but nothing that's like, you know, anything other than the norm.
Yeah, I think a lot of us are kind of on cruise control,
Yeah,
right now, but,
definitely.
what do you do for fun? You gotta do something for fun. Do you have any hobbies?
Oh yeah, like I am always on YouTube just watching random like YouTuber drama and stuff like that. That's always fun because again, I got to build those parasocial relationships with people I don't know. Um, and then yeah, I've been playing some video games recently. I like VR. VR is really fun.
Ah, okay.
I have a whole little setup for my computer and my VR and everything like that. And yeah, other than that, I kind of just I hang out with friends sometimes. And yeah,
Nice.
if I'm not doing that, I'm just hanging at home. You know.
I know what you're saying about the parasocial thing. Yeah, TikTok is my time wasting brain. I don't wanna think about anything at the end of the day, and
Oh sure,
yeah,
sure.
you get you get people that you've never met
Yep.
that you feel like you're friends with.
And you know everything about them. Like
Yeah.
I always wonder. I feel like it would be the same if someone just came up to me and just started talking about like my work and my life, and like if they watched my like soft white underbelly interview and they see me in person and they're talking about, oh, you're from Santa Rosa and this and that. It's like,
Mhm.
I don't know you,
Right.
like
Right.
you know. But yeah, so I definitely fall into fan status with that stuff.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, tell people where they can find you.
Hmm.
Shout out your socials if you'd like to as we close out.
Oh sure, yeah. Just my normal stuff is just Alex Jett XXX on Twitter. If you go there, you can find my email. You can find any links I post to scenes I shoot, or the very very rare content scenes I do with other people. But yeah, my hub is kind of Twitter. So
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, you're very quick. I will tell you, I sent out 40 DMs on Twitter about either working for someone or with someone while I'm in LA for 3 weeks.
sure.
And you were the fastest. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's the having no life aspect of me.
You were
I'm
so
just always
quick.
there on the computer, you know.
Well, thank you so much for making the time. I can't wait to meet you when I'm down in LA.
Oh no, it'll be great, and I'm very confident I can have a shoot with you. I can't guarantee it, but I'm very confident. I'll say that.
Cool. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks
Fuck
again,
yeah,
Alex.
for sure, for sure.